Good, and we are live. And excuse me if you already saw it. I don't know. We were trying to figure this out. We're going live sometimes without pushing the start button. We don't know what's going on. But anyway, good evening and welcome back to the Gym into Crypto, episode 422. Today is Friday, June 28th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 3-ish.
At 3-ish,
It's
and
time.
it's that time. Today, we have a lot of good stories. We'll be talking about Coinbase releasing key findings on crypto awareness and adoption in the United States, Iranian authorities confiscating 1,000 Bitcoin mining machines, Bloomberg reporting Craig Wright does not have access to the Bitcoin fortune, he claims, exit scam, Dublin-based exchange BitSane vanishes with users' funds. Haven't heard that one before. And last but not least, Goldman Sachs is, quote, looking at potential of creating virtual currency, their CEO has revealed. But first, let's get a check on some of these prices, the crypto coin findings, everything else that's going on around the space. Bitcoin Zay, what's up?
Looking right now, YouTube is killing me. I
Oh,
can't
it's still
see who
checking.
won because I can't look up the comment I was looking at. So we'll announce that winner later once we get everything fixed. But looking at the price, if you paid attention last night, the price of Bitcoin went down to about 11,000, and then this morning early spike very, very quickly up to about $12,300. Right now we're at 12,246, a 10% increase. Like we said, crypto is back. We up 20%, down 13, back up 10.
Shake them out.
Yeah, shake them out.
Shake it.
Oh yeah. And let's see, Ripple still doing trash at 41 cents, only up 1% today. Ethereum is at $307, up 3% today. Bcash at $430 is up 3% as well. EOS is $6.18. The battle for $7 is still there, up 2%. And Litecoin has slid down to $118, but is up 1% today. So that's our outlook on the prices. And like I said, crypto is back.
There we go. What is going on, Antonio? That's right. Traders must be loving crypto right now. What's going on, Tony Nolly, Allison Thompson's, Valdez Granville II, Crypto and Culture, Blockchain Shuja, Madam Crypto, New Legacy, D. Chiron, everybody, Kevin Hodges, hello.
What's going on?
Okay, top article of the day. Goldman Sachs. Oh, that is not it. That's my last article. Top article. Coinbase releases key findings on crypto awareness and adoption in the United States. I like how they have it under the microscope. They're picking at it, see what's going on here. Looks like major American cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase released key findings about awareness and adoption trends related to digital currency in the United States in a blog published today, June 28th. Bitcoin Zay, where are some of these key findings and other adoption trends they found that relates to digital currency in this finding?
Oh yeah, well, Coinbase owns a company that has allowed them to do a survey to over 2,000 participants, and they found that 58% of Americans have heard of Bitcoin, just heard of it. And the top 10 states are as listed, but I do want to point out number one is California. Oh yeah, shout out to us out here in California. And that is definitely something that I've noticed because when I was in North Carolina, nobody knew what this sweatshirt means. And in California, every time I wear it, somebody comments on it. So it's pretty sure California is the highest. Number two is New Jersey. The people right outside of New York are like, hey, y'all can't use it, but we can. Washington, New York, Colorado, Utah, Florida, Alaska, Nevada, and Massachusetts. States such as Delaware, Nevada, and Wyoming, they had a lower overall percentage of crypto owners, but a higher per capita ownership. So Wyoming, I see you out there doing your thing. And one of the best parts about this United States crypto report from Coinbase is that they basically proclaim that Bitcoin is mainstream. It's still very early to us because we haven't seen it in underdeveloped nations. But as far as the United States goes, pretty much mainstream. It's in pop culture, it's in movies, it's on TV, and they basically pointed all that out. They've said that as of June, 70% of U.S. states have reportedly enacted regulations. So even they realize that crypto is real money, and Coinbase basically recognized that. So shout out to them for that report. It basically confirms what we already knew. Bitcoin's going mainstream.
Good report, Coinbase. I will disagree, though, that Bitcoin's already mainstream because it's, I mean, you say it's mainstream.
You only interviewed 2,000 people.
Exactly. Ask someone how to use it or what is it used for.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's like, what would you use Bitcoin for? Like 90% of people won't even be able to answer. I think it's like, so money is a store. I don't know. What is it? So,
when they ask specifically how you can use Bitcoin or other cryptos, only 37% of the people who were interviewed actually knew what it was. So yeah, we're definitely not that. And this is what I always say about polls. 2,000 people, I mean, it depends on the 2,000 people they ask.
2,000 people that can tell you some crazy stuff,
If they ask 2,000 people in San Francisco area where Coinbase is, yes, you probably get those numbers. Ask 2,000 people in Tennessee or in, you know, some of the places where it's not prevalent, North Dakota, North Carolina, something like that. You'll get a lot different results.
Right. I was going to ask 2,000 Texans what they feel about some of these California laws.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, you might see somebody's head explode in front of you. Kevin Hodges, thank you for that tip. Much appreciated. Kevin Hodges said, respect for the lessons and insight. Truly appreciate that. S1 Dub said, get rap crypto and bacon if you want North Carolinians to notice. Yeah, you know how it is. AbleNet Tech, thanks for catching us live.
Put it on a cookout box.
Yeah, exactly. Hilarious. You got to put it on cookout and Chick-fil-A boxes in the South if you want people to get it. All right, but no, you know, at the end of the day, the whole point of this is to show that, hey, crypto is moving in a positive direction, or at least becoming more mainstream. Coinbase, shout out to them. For those who don't know, a company isn't going to spend their own money, time, and resources to do a survey for nothing. The reason why they did this, and the reason why, even though it's kind of biased, of course, toward crypto, but they're doing that so they can, you know, go to these regulatory hearings and congressional delegation, all this other stuff. And they can say, hey, we actually have the findings and the stats here. You guys don't need to do it. We've already done it. Here, less work for everybody. So it's kind of one of those things. This is a part of self-regulation right here.
Getting out ahead of the
curve, doing those, you know, whatever is research, or you're trying to find the stats or whatever it is, figuring out these trends. This is self-regulation. So shout out for Coinbase leading the way. Hopefully, we will see more crypto companies do things like this, because again, it is important and it does actually, you know, if you have a case where you say, hey, we got 70% in the U.S. who want to use this and know about it, but they say you can't get the ETF. Now we can bring that to Congress. And you can see a corrupt official in their face still give you a reason why we won't do it. So
exactly.
That's pretty cool to see.
And I do want to point out Coinbase, whoever is on your research team, thankfully they're more efficient than your engineering team.
Hilarious.
Because they were able to put this out. However, somehow your site goes down every time the price goes up. So if you can get that fixed, Coinbase would be perfect, pretty much.
There we go. They say, well, Americans typed Bitcoin to Google more times last year than they searched for a range of headline-making phrases from royal wedding to election results. Yes, that's because last year a lot of people lost a lot of money. So I can understand. I mean, I would bet all those Bitcoin Googling was done in January or February.
Yeah, and they were like, oh,
by November, that was done for.
Yeah.
Right. All right, next top story. Iranian authorities confiscate 1,000 Bitcoin mining machines. What? And it's crazy they went this far. Bitcoins, they actually pointed out the story the other day. We decided not to cover it. I think they were trying to ban Bitcoin TIMs and other stuff. We didn't go in depth on it only because it's like everybody's trying to do it.
Yeah.
But for them to actually begin to execute this plan, now this is a story. Now we need to talk about it, right? Looks like authorities in Iran have confiscated about 1,000 units of Bitcoin mining machines from two now defunct factories, BBC reported on June 28. As reported, local authorities noticed a surge in electricity consumption by 7% earlier in June and linked it to cryptocurrency mining activities. Officials subsequently discovered and removed the mining hardware from two factories. It's crazy. It looks like this guy, Arash Navab, an electricity official, reportedly said that two of these Bitcoin farms have been identified with a consumption of 1 megawatt.
Yeah.
So they are literally going after Bitcoin mining farms now because of electricity. So they say it's because of electricity there. What is going on with this story? Crazy. And they're actually confiscating these machines.
Oh, yeah. And who knows what they're actually doing with the machines? They're not turning them off.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah,
look,
exactly.
We know what's
they're
up.
not turning them off. It's like, this is ours now.
It's hilarious.
But it is crazy. It states here, Cointelegraph recently reported that Iranian BTC miners were moving into mosques because of that energy crackdown, which is an amazing idea. Wow. If you go into a religious place, super smart,
especially a mosque.
Hey, it's sort of like the mob operating out of the Catholic Church.
That's what
nobody's going to check the priest.
Ain't nobody come to holler at you in the mosque right now about no ATMs.
Ain't nobody dealing with that. So they have about, it says here they have about 100 miners occupying places of worship, generating about $250,000 a year.
Ooh,
so
brilliant idea though.
That's very brilliant.
Haven't you tried to tell people about that? Haven't I been to churches in LA and tried to tell people that?
I've been to churches in
North
Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, and Virginia. Try to tell them, hey, you have a whole facility sitting here empty during the week.
Right,
Hey, why not
right.
run these mining machines? You can enrich your whole church. So that's one of the best parts about this story is that they were innovative enough to find a way around it, sort of. But Iran's government's not going to go for that. They'll still come into the mosque at some point. They just got to find them. They don't know which mosque is doing it. They don't know. And it's like I said, it's like whack-a-mole. If the energy spikes are going up all over the country, they'll just be running around for the rest of their life trying to find all these miners. By that time, it'll be too late. Nobody will care.
And I will say, you know what? I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be running in Iran. You're not running up in mosques like that in Iran.
Yeah.
Hey, they.
I mean, even if they start, it's still gonna be tough.
Hey,
like, yeah.
You better come with one of the spiritual leaders walking there with you because
Somebody gonna sing you to Allah.
Right.
Real.
There's a reason why they haven't been conquered before, people.
Yeah.
They're about it. So it looks like also says, despite its increasingly troubled economic situation, Iran remains uncoordinated when it comes to cryptocurrency policy. Now, this line, I don't agree with this. Whoever wrote it, William Suberg, great article, but I can't agree with that line because I feel like the entire planet is uncoordinated when it comes to crypto. So you can't really just throw that on Iran. But basically last year, the central bank officially forbade lenders from servicing crypto businesses at the same time as officials said they would consider launching their own digital token. So again, we are seeing this in America as well, where you have government entities coming in over private businesses who are literally not causing anyone harm. They're just opening a new market. And they're literally getting the bad end of the stick. This is the same thing we saw with Uber. They try to make it seem like Uber and Lyft and all these ride sharing services. Oh my God, this is terrible. Yeah. You don't know who you're riding with. Everyone's going to be kidnapped tonight. Like no one's going home. Like everybody's going to be kidnapped and lost in the woods. Like
now people can't live without.
Or we have technology, and if something even does happen, it's easy as going to see who the driver was. Same with Airbnb. Hotels fought back ferociously. So anyway, we're seeing the same thing with crypto. Unfortunately, the people who are fighting back are governments around the planet. And as a commenter just said, they bet, Wired Spark said, and I bet the Iranian government is going to be using those miners themselves. Of course.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, listen, with just the 100 miners occupying places of worship where you can't push the energy consumption, you're talking about almost a $250,000 a year. So if you have 1,000 of these miners that are already up and running, you would turn them off.
Yeah.
Even though hundreds bring you $250,000, 1,000 you're not going to run.
Seriously doubt that.
I highly doubt that.
Oh, yeah.
If they do turn it off, it's only because they don't have the technical expertise to actually get it done the correct way.
Somebody stripped over the cord.
Exactly. That would be funny as I don't know what.
It's like, oh man, you turned it off.
This is crazy. What is going on? Torrent J playlist. Jamal J. D. Chiron said, I bought the dip yesterday on Coinbase in small increments. There we go.
Oh yeah.
S1 Dub said Coinbase execs would say that the site going down when the price goes up means that it's working just fine. Hilarious but true.
Yeah. Hey man, whatever that trigger is, it goes off every time, right on time.
Right. Looks like S1 Dubs also said the government needs to make some room in the government offices for mining to ease the suffering from those sanctions. Listen, that's our thing. Again, it's so crazy that the government's pushing back so hard. I mean, at the end of the day, this is all about money. Like, this period is about money. Whether you have the ruble, the US dollar, whatever, it's about money. But our thing is, if it's about money, why don't you geniuses just adopt it right now? Start, nationalize mining.
Yeah.
Like, literally nationalize mining.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think the people in control. They're really showing how dumb a lot of these people in positions are.
What?
Come on. This is a layup. This is a layup.
They could have front run this years ago and been in a position to, as soon as people start realizing, they'd be like, oh, we already own it. But of course not. They got to fight back. They got to follow the natural order of most human interaction, where if there's a regime of people in control and they feel like something's going to take over, instead of figuring out a way to use whatever it is and move forward from the beginning, they got to start off by ridiculing it, then they got to fight against it,
sense.
Then they got to join it later. I don't know why, but that seems to be the 3 steps it takes every time. So
and you talk about all this stuff as elections are coming back up in the United States, and they're talking about we want to give everybody free medical care. We want to get get rid of all the student debt out there, all the crazy talk that you hear from people who literally probably never had a lot of money. Or any money because they're just giving away everybody else's. But as an aside, in general, if as a nation, like last year, if we jumped on crypto last year as a nation, you could actually have all these programs right now. Like everything will be free for everyone because the world's switching to a new currency. Yet we fight it. So it's crazy. You
hate to see it.
Bloomberg, Craig Wright does not have access to Bitcoin fortune. What? Craig Wright said he could not comply with a court order to provide a list of all his early Bitcoin addresses Bloomberg reported June 28th. Bitcoin's are you telling me someone who's been in crypto since the beginning all of a sudden is losing out on money? We just talked about how important his money is.
Man.
And he doesn't know where his money is. Is that what you're telling me? What's
going
on with this story?
A multi-billionaire just lost the keys?
I don't know where my money's at.
Yeah, definitely not. But Craig Wright, as he's also called as Fake Toshi, because he has proclaimed to be Satoshi numerous times. But today he's in West Palm Beach in front of a court just lying his ass off. He's just in front of court trying to make up something to produce some sort of evidence for his case, because he actually is on trial for a couple of things. One, he may have stolen from David Kleinman $5 billion after he died. And then he claimed that he was Satoshi, so now people want him to prove it, and he can't. He took it to court. Nobody knows why he actually took it to court, because it's not that serious. He's trying to keep this lie going.
It's only upside.
It's only upside. The only thing about this case that will interest me after this is if somehow, I don't know, he actually did lose the keys and he really is Satoshi. Since that's not going to happen, I'm done with Craig Wright. Tired of listening to him talk. He's not really relevant in my eyes. But I will say, shout out to him for keeping this media storm going. People keep following him. They keep asking questions.
It's only upside.
Talking to him on Twitter. They keep it going. And trolls win in today's time. He's been trolling. He's been trolling for 5-6 years, and it worked.
There you go. I want to do this quick comment. Eswin Dove said that's the beauty of crypto. Mm-hmm. In court, you can say the dog ate my password and walk out.
Yeah.
SJ Smith is hilarious. Craig Numwally. all right, Broner. But no, like you said, it's one of those things where it is actually utterly ridiculous. This is still going on, but people respond to it. As you said, he's in court right now for saying he's Satoshi or whatever. The $5 billion he might have stole from Kleinman after he died. As you can see here, him filing the U.S. copyright for the Bitcoin white paper. Again, it sounds crazy, but let's think of it this way. How about a company, let's say a huge company that doesn't believe in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency at all, comes out and make their own coin and people start using it, right? Yeah. JP Morgan, okay? There is nothing but upside for whatever reason in today's age. Nobody's paying attention, but it is crazy he's doing this, but it's working. It's literally working. No one else is doing it. And as far as I can see, he's probably going to keep doing it, because every new person that comes to the space, the first thing they see is that he is Satoshi or Bitcoin.com and Bcash is the real Bitcoin. That is where they're going to believe at. Mm-hmm. So it's nothing but upside. Yeah. It's literally nothing but upside. It sucks to keep seeing this. It was a joke. Joke's over, as somebody said. Antonio said, tired of hearing Craig's name. This guy's a joke. But it looks like this is what it is. Craig is like, look, I am here for the long run. If nobody's going to arrest me for this, I'm going to keep pushing it and keep getting customers. So there you have it. Appreciate that, Down to Muhammad. Make sure you smash those likes and shares, people.
Yes, sir.
All right, exit scam. Dublin-based exchange BitSane vanishes with users' funds.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
A good old exit scam.
First of all, shout out to Cointelegraph for this photo.
Oh, yeah.
They have two people, for those who are listening, they have two people lifting up with, if it was a physical exchange building, they had two people just lifting it up, walking away.
Oh, man.
It looks like Ireland-based crypto exchange BitSane has apparently vanished, taking as many as 246,000 users' crypto deposits with it. This was reported by actually Forbes. What is going on? This is crazy. How is this possible?
Yeah. Well, BitSane, which is a Dublin-based exchange, it was formerly listed as one of Ripple's approved exchanges. You don't say. Yes. And it's funny, CNBC, who we all call the contraindicators, they actually pitched this exchange as an option for investors seeking to trade XRP ahead of the listing on Coinbase.
Let's shout out CNBC for making our job even better.
Exactly.
You're going to make room for us. Yeah, you're going to make room for us.
If you actually pitch an exchange or you refer somebody to an exchange that exit scams, you're basically dead in the crypto market.
You should be dead.
You should be dead. But CNBC, they'll keep going. And of course, according to Forbes, user withdrawals were faltering in May of this year, and allegedly technical reasons was what was cited. However, come to find out, both the BitSane site and their social media accounts have been deleted. Emails are bouncing back.
Twitter gone?
Everything gone.
Emails gone?
The CEO.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody. The chief technology officer, nobody can be reached. The LinkedIn profile for the CEO is gone. It is literally, they just disappeared off the face of the earth. They only had about 7 million in trade volume per day, but that is enough for them to onboard people who want to buy small amounts of Ripple or just wanted to get it at an exchange that didn't require KYC. I don't think they did, so people could buy it. It says users claim to have lost up to 5,000, with an anonymous U.S. resident saying that he lost 150,000 because of this appearance.
Kasha, that better not be you, the XRP.
Hey, Kasha, I'm sorry to hear it.
No, I'm messing with you.
But yes, this is not good to hear, but you do like to see when this happens to remind people, yes, they can exit scam. Coinbase could leave today, right
That's
now.
what people still understand. Coinbase could leave right now.
And what would you do?
And you
Complain?
can't do anything.
You'd be tied up in litigation for the next decade trying to get money back. Just trying to figure out which accounts belong to who. So these exchanges, hey, can't trust them, man.
Listen, these guys, everyone, the men and women today are going crazy. In the chat room, Jamal J said he's bullying in Seychelles. I said it today, right? He's bullying in Seychelles somewhere. Hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much to go into. First, I want to highlight something you just said. Can you repeat it one more time for people in the back? Who said to use this exchange to buy Ripple?
CNBC.
CNBC told people to use this exchange.
CNB
Hey,
can see.
from what I understand, the way the laws work and government work, and you know me, I'm not trying to put the law on nobody, but hey, this sounds like an accessory from where I'm from. All right, if you told somebody to do something, they did it, and all of a sudden, whoa, what's going on here? All right.
Yeah.
But what's even crazier, I also want to put out, these people weren't the only ones who lost it. I lost 90% of everything I ever had in crypto in this exchange thing too. I want to put that out there right now, and that's that.
Yeah.
So.
Use it in court.
Yeah, I'm saying. I lost a lot. I lost a lot on BitSane too. Okay, so
it's all on BitSane.
It's all on BitSane. So
me,
they got me. But other than that, saying that, this is crypto, people. Literally, and look at the timeline of this. Bitcoin passes 10K. Coinbase goes down. This one goes down. Maintenance issues over here. I actually give it a BitSane. They're like, we're not going to play this market manipulation game what Coinbase is doing. We're not going to have maintenance issues and get hacked. No, we're going to take your money ourselves and just leave like a real crypto exit scam is supposed to do. Instead of hanging around for the next 3 years trying to squeeze you everything you're worth.
Make crypto scams great again. Oh, yeah. Let's get
I mean, listen, people, we are back. As you said, 20%, 14% swings, 30% swings.
2016.
Exit scams. Coinbase is doing maintenance. You can't get an account anywhere.
Hey, all we need is China to ban it, and
if China bans it tomorrow, as they usually do on the weekend, it is back booming come Monday. You all heard it here first. It's hilarious. D. Chiron said Ripple always got something to do with it. Well, hey, you got to also think about it this way. Ripple was operating for 2 or 3 years before Brad became the 5th wealthiest person on the planet for all 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, at the height of the bull run.
That doesn't happen without somebody's hand into it. I mean, come on. One of the wealthiest people on the planet. Yeah, they're in everything, people. All right.
Oh, yeah.
They always got something to do with it. That's part of the play. But this is a crazy story. Again, if you've been on BitSane or any of those exchanges, I would highly recommend you actually file out the FBI report and police report to have it on paper just in case, as the SEC and IRS have been doing, coming after people 3 or 4 years later. You can say, look,
hey, man.
if you anything like King of Bitcoin say, you got hit by BitSane, and it ain't been right since. All right?
Ain't been right since.
And life ain't been good. So, I knew I shouldn't put money on that exchange, man. Now it's gone. All right, last but certainly not least, another bullish indicator. Goldman Sachs looking at potential of creating virtual currency, the CEO reveals. You don't say. What's going on with this story?
Boo. Goldman Sachs is performing this research, and David Solomon, he actually believes global payment systems are heading in the direction of stable coins. I hate the fact that they describe stable coins as cryptocurrencies pegged to fiat assets. No. Stablecoin is fiat pegged to fiat. That's all it is. It's digital fiat pegged to paper fiat. It's the same. It's so dumb. I've explained it to people who didn't know about cryptocurrency, and they knew instantly what the game was. He stopped short of confirming whether they actually discussed with Facebook having something to do with Libra. Wouldn't be surprised because Goldman Sachs is pretty savvy. They're probably the savviest bank out there. So what I think they will probably do is if they do have a coin or want to have some sort of virtual currency, they would just let Facebook do all the work. And then they would say, hey, we'll back you up with these reserves. You can say Libra is backed by Goldman Sachs.
Right.
And then, from that point, we can make our money on fees. So I think that's probably where they're headed. I don't think they'll create a virtual currency from scratch.
JP Morgan, too late.
Yeah, JP Morgan, they jumped on it early. They saw how paltry the response was. Like, who even talks about JP Morgan coin anymore? Nobody. And I don't even think they're using it. But if they were smart, like Goldman Sachs, I actually think Goldman Sachs pushed JP Morgan out there a little bit to try it. And then when they saw it didn't work, they're like, no, I'm good. So he actually stated here, admittedly, they will have to evolve because trades linked to the payment flows will become less profitable. But there are many reasons why banks must remain innovative unless otherwise they will disappear. Actually, you are not innovative. You are basically copying what we've already seen, and you're going to disappear regardless. It's just to what capacity. So shout out to Goldman Sachs for finally coming around a little bit, but they straddle the fence better than any company I've ever seen in my life. They are the professional straddlers.
And what's crazy is, let's read in between lines as we love to do here. As you just said, he stated, admittedly, they will have to evolve because the trades linked to the payment flows will become less profitable. Why are trades linked to payment flows profitable to begin with? If you're paying for something, it shouldn't be a profit. It shouldn't be a third party to profit from you paying for something.
Shouldn't be.
The fact that there is a market for that. There is a third party market for you. If I want to pay Bitcoin today, there's a third party market there. We're looking at banks, of course. We're looking at PayPal, of course, Venmo, all these places where you're about to get hit with a percentage to pay someone. For those, again, who don't understand the power of Bitcoin's blockchain, it is basically free or less than 1% to do that. So the fact that, again, this has been a market that's been dominant for however many years, now for like eternity, it is crazy. And then the second thing, he also was quoted as saying, assume that all major financial institutions around the world are looking at the potential of tokenization, stable coins, and frictionless payments. Of course they are, because they are all trying to reopen or enlarge or keep open that third-party trading linked to payment flows.
It's going to come to an end at some point.
It literally, again, people, it makes no sense. I don't care if it's only 10 cents, it's only $1. Doesn't matter. You should not be getting charged to send people money unless that charge is what you see in the Bitcoin blockchain network as a transaction fee, a service fee.
It keeps the network alive.
Exactly. Yeah. Other than that, you shouldn't be getting charged. So for him,
and they charge overdraft fees, man. That's
come on, $35 for an overdraft. $1 billion
industry for people being broke. You could easily just not let people spend the money.
Right.
But, like I said, it's banks. Banks and morals don't mix.
Yeah. And another one we didn't cover. Speaking of J.P. Morgan Chase. Jamie the Dino Diamond was actually back in the news today, and I can't remember what his statement was, but it was something along the lines of yes. Oh,
they're trying to eat our lunch.
Yeah, crypto's going to eat our lunch. So Jamie have seen this live before too. He doesn't want to say anything, but he's seen this, and he basically came out and said cryptocurrency is going to eat our lunch, talking about the banks. Wow, what has 24 months really changed? Literally 2 years. His
hair got a little whiter,
right?
From last time I saw him.
Hilarious, but I mean, people, this is what we're up against. This is what we're doing, and to me, it kind of shows the arrogance of these people to even say we have to figure out more ways to make money from you doing payment flows. I mean, he's literally coming out and saying like,
"Hey, they laying it out right now."
Right, our business is going. This is what our business is going to go. And I hope it does go because, again, there's no reason for it. But just looking at a couple of these comments, it looks like Sam said, Goldman Sachs doesn't even have a substantial amount of depositors or users. How is this company going to effectively launch a cryptocurrency that people actually adopt? Odds of this working out are slim to none. Stick with the bread and butter investment banking. Hey, it's easy to say, but when that stake's getting waved in front of you and all that money's getting waved in front of you, your partner in the street's making it.
Oh yeah.
They want to get in on it. And there's nothing that a banker hates more than a new, younger person coming in making a lot of money. And of course, they're looking
especially when they told them to do it.
Coinbase and Gemini. You think these bankers aren't pissed off at them? They definitely are. So.
Oh yeah. That
is that. And with that, let's look at a couple of quick comments. John Collins said, real life E-Corp coins. Yeah, we called that the other day. It's hilarious. S1 Dub said, digital fiat is near worthless, just online convenience, but that's about it. Listen, if you're in California, half the time you don't even need money. You can, listen, with an eighth, you can get your way around town half the time.
You can trade a lot of stuff in California. Right. It's an open market.
It's an open market out here. And it's kind of crazy. It's literally the Wild West out here for those who haven't visited.
Oh, yeah.
S1 Dove said the mafia used to call middlemen buffers, quote, lots of money in buffers. And that is what a bank essentially is. Diamond Dino talking about Bitcoin again means the price is going up, is what Ramos said.
Oh, yeah. It's about that time.
Good stuff. And John Collins, we answered too. John Collins asked us, said, great info, guys. What are your top Coinbase alternatives to onboard crypto? We have suggested using Gemini and Uphold. Pretty safe places. Cash App now, that's right.
Yeah. They got the wallet. You can transfer in and out. So,
or even the most easiest way to do it It's peer-to-peer. That's literally what it's made for. People
Find somebody with crypto.
Find somebody in your neighborhood. Find somebody across the street. Meet them at Starbucks. Meet them at the police station. Meet them at the bank, and literally just trade it.
Go to meetups.
Yeah, go to meetups. So it's all good. S1 Dub said we are all vulnerable to some degree. If KuCoin goes down tonight, there will be tears in my house. No, that's very true. We all are vulnerable to some degree, but with things like
spread that risk out.
Spread the risk, and then again, you can't talk about these wallets enough. People cross atomic swaps. I hear you can trade in the wallet. Are the fees a little bit higher? Yes, but if you're not doing nonstop trading, you're buying and holding a little bit. That is a much better way than keeping your stuff on the exchange.
Shout out to BRD.
Yeah, if you're trading on exchange, people, you should be trading every day.
Yeah.
If you're not trading every day, this is really not a point to really have it on exchange unless you're doing margin trading, all that good stuff. So something to keep thought of. And with that, for the free crypto coin today, what are we doing?
Yes. So for the free crypto coin, we discussed the United States of Crypto report from Coinbase. Would love to hear your thoughts about it. How do you think Bitcoin will become mainstream? Is it becoming more mainstream in your household, your community? Let us know what you think. Put your crypto coin address and we'll send those free coins.
As always, thank you for watching. Have a happy Friday, and we will see you all next week. Cheers.
Cheers.